Fear is not a late interception. It's not a blitz or a rush from the blind side. Really, fear is a moment. For Jaxson Hinken's parents, the moment came 14 months ago in a Madison, Wisconsin hospital.
It's the most devastating news you can hear as a parent, is that your child has cancer, and as severe as his was. Right away we thought death sentence.
At 6 years old, Jaxson was given a 50% chance of survival.
They told us he had stage 4 high-risk neuroblastoma cancer.
He was full of cancer, and so it was throughout his whole body.
Immediately after diagnosis, Jaxson underwent surgery to remove tumors in his spine and began the hard, harrowing path through treatment. A flag football quarterback and avid Badger fan, the family reached out to the Wisconsin football team before a second round of chemotherapy, asking for a helmet for Jaxson. He received much more.
We were brought up to the football offices, and Brett Bielema came out with the helmet and just came and started talking to Jaxson, and it was awesome. It was unbelievable. And then he invited us down onto the field.
The first player to approach Jaxson was quarterback Scott Tolzien.
When I walked over, his face lit up, and we just played some catch. It was just a simple game of catch. I don't think it was anything out of the ordinary. He just wanted to be a part of it more than anything.
Almost every pass I threw, it was a spiral.
What were his passes like?
Kind of a spiral.
They connected right away. I mean, Jaxson just loves sports. He was active in all sports, and now he's got the quarterback for the Badgers. He's actually playing catch with him on the field. It was just beautiful.
As the Badgers broke their huddle to practice, Jaxson moved toward the field as if to practice with them. It's a moment and a picture that still touches their head coach.
When I dismissed the team, he took a step forward, and his mom made a comment. She said it was like he knew he belonged with the team. And the picture is really moving because you can literally see him stepping forward as the team gets up to leave. That made a big statement.
A day later, after Wisconsin's win over Wofford, Tolzien called Jaxson in the hospital. A few days after that, he came to visit.
We thought he would stop by for 5 or 10 minutes. Well, Scott stayed there for close to 2 hours on his first visit. Him and Jaxson just bonded. They played games. They talked about football.
The two kept talking to each other all season long.
We'd talk on a Friday before a game, and I'd pick his mind, see what the keys to victory were, and then follow up after the game, and that's when I found out he was one of my toughest critics as well.
Tolzien intercepted.
The game against Minnesota. Jaxson preferred to focus on the interception that he threw early on, and he was right up front with them, and I think Scott loved it.
Well, he threw it into double coverage, and I think he got picked off. He took a big hit, and he fumbled.
Long after football season ended, Jackson's fight continued, and a motto, "Fear nothing," was born.
He has shown no fear. He really hasn't. He has just been very brave. He has never complained.
What is chemotherapy like?
Well, it's very painful because you get hooked up to all these poles, and you get a lot of shots, which are not fun. And sometimes it's hard to go poop.
Through it all, the cancer patient and quarterback kept talking, kept visiting, kept close.
In a year, I've never heard him complain about anything. That attitude of just taking it one day at a time and just never complaining. I mean, you're not fighting for a victory, you're fighting for your life.
On his last hospital visit, Tolzien gave Jackson's mom and dad a letter.
Mary and Greg, I just wanted to take a step back and let you know how thankful I am for crossing paths with you 14 months ago. I have witnessed the true meanings of love, devotion, perseverance, and optimism.
At the bottom, just above his name, he wrote 2 words.
Fear nothing, Scott Tolzien. He's part of the family. He's a great kid.